Hello, good morning friends. Today I am going to explain the chemical bonding chapter. Let us try to understand the meaning of the chemical bonding. So what I am going to say, that is the when atoms combine, so what they will give? Molecule. Okay, when n number of atoms, two or more than two atoms combine, they give the molecule. Now in the molecule, suppose here is carbon combined with hydrogen, so it given methane molecule. Now what is happening in this one, that here you see there is a bond is there. This is the bond between carbon and hydrogen. Four bonds are there. So what is there this bond is what this bond is there doing, this is holding. Okay, holding, what is holding? Carbon and hydrogen atoms in a molecule. So how to understand this? How to understand this chemical bonding? That I am writing here. It is force of attraction. It is force of attraction which is holding atoms. Okay. In bracket also we can write that is ions in a molecule. So this is all about the chemical bonding definition, that what is the meaning of chemical bond. Okay, so that meaning I explain, that it is the force of attraction. Chemical bond is the force of attraction which holds the atom together in a molecule. Now let us try to understand why the chemical bond form. Okay, so second heading will be the formation of chemical bond. So why chemical bond form? Second heading is why chemical bond form. So you see that is there are two regions are there, n number of regions are there, but in our syllabus only two important regions are there behind the formation of chemical bond. So what the two region that we are going to understand? The first region is to acquire stable noble gas configuration. Okay, stable noble gas configuration. So anything in the universe, what they try to do, anything in the universe, that they try to get the noble gas configuration. What is meaning of noble gas? If you see noble gas, they are the most stable. They are most stable compound, most stable elements. Okay, why they are most stable? Because they have stable configuration. Now what we have to understand, this is the noble gas are there, like helium, okay, neon, argon, okay, krypton, xenon. These are the RN is also there, radon. So these are the elements are there. What they are having the stable configuration in their valence set, means their octet is completely filled. Now what we have to understand in this case, if you see, that is to acquire the noble gas configuration, means noble gas, firstly I explain that they are the most stable elements present in the universe. Okay, and what are these elements? Helium, neon, argon. Why they are most stable, that I also told, that because they have stable electronic configuration. Now let us see with the help of example. If you see, that is the, if you take the helium, okay, helium noble element. So helium or neon or argon or krypton, anyone you can take, or the xenon. So you will find here is 2. Here you will find what is 2 and 8. Here you will find 2, 8, 8. Here you will find that is, here is also last cell, it will be 8. Here you will find 8. And Rn if you take, it will also, here will be the 8 will be there. So what I mean, that they have the stable octet. In case of this helium, this is the doublet, this is the doublet, and here these are the octet. Now what we have to understand the second things. Let us, all the elements will try to achieve this nearest configuration: helium, neon, argon, krypton, okay, xenon and rn. So if suppose if hydrogen is there, so hydrogen will combine, so it will form the this nearest. So hydrogen plus hydrogen combine, it will give H2 molecule, and the configuration will be just like helium. Other elements like that, they will suppose the, if you are talking about the neon, fluorine plus fluorine they will combine, they will form the F2. So nearest configuration of that is just like, if you see the argon, that is if chlorine plus chlorine atom combine, okay, they will give that is Cl2, okay. And if you are talking about Br plus Br combined, it is giving that is Br2, and configuration will be like the krypton. Now let us come with the second part of the question, that other things. What is the other factor? These were the to acquire the stable noble gas configuration. What other factors are there? Second factor is to acquire the minimum energy, to acquire the minimum energy and maximum stability. Second heading is there, to acquire the minimum energy, the minimum energy, acquire the minimum energy and maximum instability, and maximum stability, okay. What is meaning of that is minimum energy, to acquire the minimum energy and maximum stability. That is, the rule is there, if anything is having minimum energy, so minimum energy means no proportional to less vibration, less vibration, okay. The minimum energy means less vibration, and less vibration is maximum stability, okay. This concept we have to apply. That is, now apply when atoms are there, they are having more energy, okay, more energy. So more energy means that is unstable, atom is what? Unstable. Now it combined to give the molecule, okay, this is giving the molecule, and if it is giving the molecule, so it is having less energy, this is having the less energy, and less energy means more stable. So this is all about that how the chemical bond is getting formed. Now let us try to understand that is some other things why we study the chemical bond, okay. Other things are also there. Compounds, n number of compounds or molecules, are formed by only chemical bond, only chemical bond, formed by only chemical bond. Second is to know the acidic strength, okay. This is also the we have to understand that, like suppose if COH is there, so this bond determine that is acidic. How this bond is weak, that will define that is acidic strength. Second is stability, how the compound is stable. Next is volatile nature, which one will be the volatile more, okay, which one is more volatile. Next one is vaporization, which one will vaporize easily, means weaker bond they will vaporize easily. Next one is conductivity, which will conduct electricity very easily. So these are the n number factors are there, that is to describe these factors, what we need, any compound in the organic, inorganic or any type of chemistry, we need to know that is what is chemical bond. Secondly, second thing is what, that is in chemical bond, to know the acidic strength or basic strength, that also we need to know the strength of bond. Second one is stability is there. Okay, how the stronger the bond, stronger the bond, stronger is the stability. Volatile, weaker the bond, compound will be more volatile. Smaller the molecule, more volatile. Vaporization, very easy bond, very weak bond, more conductivity, ionic bond, the molecule will conduct the electricity. Now the next concept is Lewis dot symbol. Okay, this is the first approach for the Lewis dot symbol. This is the first approach towards the chemical bond formation. Okay, this is the first approach towards the chemical bond formation. What the Lewis said, okay, Lewis said first thing, positive charge is there. Okay, positive charge is there, that is known as kernel. So Kernel, this is known as kernel. Now second point, if you see second point, the only outer cell electron takes part in the chemical combination. Okay, so second is only outer cell electrons takes part in chemical combination. This is the chemical combination. This is the second portion. Now third portion, the symbol of elements represent the whole. Okay, if you see, that is in the symbol, what the symbol dot means valence electron. Okay, dot means valence electron. Okay, valence electron means outer cell electron. This is the meaning of dot. Next one, symbol. What symbol will represent? Symbol means that is element, element, or you see that is nucleus, better you write nucleus plus inner cell electrons. Okay, inner cell electrons. This is what about the symbol. Now how the dot is represented, if you see dot. Okay, dot means this is the dot, and this is means valence electron. This is meaning of this is the valence electron. Okay, now let us draw some of the Lewis dot symbol of the elements. So first of all, group 1 elements are there. Group 1, if you see group 1 elements, so here we are putting the Lewis dot symbol, symbols for group 1 element. So group 1 elements, what is that? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium, whatever is there, this element, their outer cell electron is what there, only one electron is there. So how to represent the Lewis dot in the valence electron? Hydrogen is the symbol. What is representing? Inner electron plus the nucleus. Lithium, if you see here, is also +1. Sodium +1. Potassium +1. Rubidium +1. Cesium +1. Francium, this all will be +1. If you see group 2nd element, okay, group 2 element. So what group 2 are there? Beryllium is there. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, whatever these elements are there, they will have the 2 valence electron. So barium is 2 dot, Mg is 2 dot, calcium is 2 dot, okay, strontium is 2 dot, okay, barium is 2 dot, okay. Group 3 is there, okay, group 3 is there. So like that, boron is there, boron, aluminum, gallium, whatever elements are there, they are having how many dots are there? Beryllium 3 dot, boron means 3 dot, you can put like that. Aluminum, you can also put like that 3 dot. Gallium, this also will take, that is 3 dot, because they are having 3 valence electron. Okay, that we will study also. If you go, group number 14. Okay, so if you see group number 14, so group number carbon silicon is there. So carbon silicon, that is what they will have, that is 4 valence electron means 4 dot. Silicon, that is 4 valence electron means 4 dot. This we are not explaining, that is how 4 valence electron, that is if configuration you see 2 and 4 is there, carbon. So 2 and 4, this is valence electron. Silicon, that is it will come 2, 8, 4. Okay, so this is the cases for the, if you go group 15. Okay, that group 15, if you go group 15, nitrogen and phosphorus are there. How many valence electrons are there? Nitrogen, if you see, that is 5 valence electron. Phosphorus, you see how many valence electron? 5 valence electron. Group 16, if you go group 16, how many valence electrons are there? 6 valence electron. So oxygen and sulfur are there. If you want to draw the diagram, what could be the structure here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here is sulfur, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you are going for the group 17, so what is the Lewis dot symbol? Okay, so Lewis dot, suppose fluorine is there, chlorine is there. They are having how many electron? In the valence shell, 7 electrons. So like this, 7 electron. Chlorine, you see how many dot you can put? 7 dot. Okay, and if you are going for the group number 18, so group number 18, if you see, as I already told, that is they are noble gases. Okay, group 18 is noble gases, and noble gases means stable configuration. Okay, stable configuration. And stable configuration, what it means, you see, that is helium is there. How many electron? 2 electron. Okay, 2 electron. So how many dot? If you see, 1 dot 2. If neon is C, 10 electron, 2 and 8, that is it's also stable octet. So neon, if you see, that is you can put, that is 8 electron, right? Argon 18, that is 2, 8, 8. So how many dot will come here? You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like these are the dots. Okay, so that is valence electron. So this is a Lewis dot symbol. Now in case of second, we will study the octet rule and chemical bond formation. Okay, octet rule and chemical bond formation. In the next heading, next video, octet rule and chemical bond formation, we will study chemical bond formation. This all we will study in the next video. So till now, thank you so much for watching, friends.